Hey, we're Dicey Decisions, a group of friends who really like to crack each other up, and sometimes we even do it while we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is play Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, this is our first stream campaign, Finding Purchase. Set in the world of Tal'Dorei Reborn, these crazy characters, and I mean my friends, not just their characters, will be trying to make their way through the heist adventures and the keys from the Golden Vault. Let's meet the cast.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. My name's Justin. I can't do this anymore. I'm Justin. I'm a network engineer, and I'll be playing your cleric. I hope you really enjoy our show and get into all sorts of shenanigans with us.
Hi, everybody. My name's Daniel. My preferred pronouns are he, him. By day, I'm a healthcare data analyst and freelance writer. And I've been playing D&D in some form or another since the classic Red Box days, late 1970s, early 1980s. And when I'm not gaming or working or spending time with my lovely wife Leslie, I'm an actor in the local theater community. I count cooking, animated films, and rooting for South Florida-based sports teams amongst my greatest passions. And I will be playing Garrick Stillbraid in our adventures. And I want to thank you all for coming on this journey with us. I hope you have a great time.
Hey everybody, I'm Scott. Preferred pronouns he, him. I'm a college professor, lighting designer, and production manager. I've been playing RPGs since the early 80s and currently involved in far too many campaigns as both a DM or a player. I'm also an avid board game player. Now, when not nerding out with friends, I love to cook and I also love to go hiking. For this campaign, I'll be your DM, and I'm really looking forward to sharing all our dicey decisions with you.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'll be playing Ashrina this campaign. I've only been playing D&D for a couple of years, but I absolutely love it. I'm super excited for you guys to join us on this, what I'm sure will be a chaotic journey.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm an environmental science teacher on the material plane. I'm so honored to jump into this group with these amazing people, and bringing Sliver to life is going to be a real pleasure and a joy. Thanks for coming with us.
I'm Sean. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Kid the Rogue. I've loved playing games since I was old enough to sneak downstairs to the basement and watch my parents playing Treasures of Tarman on the television, so pretty much my whole life. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to play games and tell stories with my friends and to share that with all of you.
So there you have it. Now grab a beverage of choice, maybe a snack, and enjoy all the dicey decisions that we make as we roll into tonight's episode of Finding Purchase.
Balls,
Truck
balls.
nuts.
Shiny and glowing balls.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We are
Disco?
live.
Disco balls.
I guess we're live.
live.
Hey, everybody. We are Dicey Decisions.
Hi!
Word of the day.
How y'all doing?
Walls.
Welcome to our stream for our Finding Purchase campaign. We are down. Sean was unable to be with us, spending some time with loved ones this evening, so we wish him well. But we are going to continue soldier on without him for the evening. Let's hop into it. Last episode of Finding Purchase, the group of clasp agents had found their way to Whitestone to find it being overrun and turning to ash slowly but surely. Comes to find out there was a curse on the entire nation of Whitestone, and the inhabitants were all slowly being turned to ash, some faster than others, and their spirits were sifting through the air into this spiral above the city. Those that were able to get out and survive had been in a camp outside of town when the group showed up. They are there to bury their former clasp mate Tarlin and his husband in what would be their hometown of Whitestone. And they were the guards there implored them to go try to solve this mystery and stop it, which they successfully did, finding a possessed woman who did a number on the group and tried to take them out. However, they were able to eventually track her down, taking her mortal form as she threatened to remember who they were as she perished. However, Lord Percival de Rollo, the ruler of Whitestones, was in mid-transformation himself, and the group was able to find his heart, which was the source of this ritual, and bring it back out to the wizards outside in the camp, who claimed that if they got access to this heart, they could reverse the curse. And they begin their casting of this ritual as the group finally takes a breath of relief, waiting to see what will happen. These wizards have drawn many arcane sigils on the ground, and they set this smoldering heart on the ground in the center of them all and start this ritual cast.
And is the big black ball, the sphere, still over the city and everything's still the same at this point? Yeah. Okay.
Still looks just like it did at this moment. But as the ritual takes place, and it takes a little while for this ritual to happen, as the ritual takes place, eventually that spiraling circle slows down and stops. And then it starts to move slowly in the opposite direction.
Did we tell them that we killed him?
They did bring his heart.
Yeah.
Well, his heart was already outside his body, but we also murdered his body.
You did.
Keeps me out, man.
Oh.
I don't remember telling him anything.
I don't believe you said that.
I don't think we got to that point yet, did we?
Yeah. We just handed it over and said,
Here you go.
We need a nap.
Hey.
Take this.
Yes, pretty much.
Pretty much. Correct.
We brought you what you want. We're going to bed. But as this ashen cloud starts rotating in the other direction, you start to see more ash actually falling and descending on the city itself. And it starts to funnel down into the city. You start to see pieces of the Castle Whitestone that were torn apart start to fuse back together and land where they originally were. And it's like watching this reconstruction in slow motion as the pieces parts come back to normal. And you see these pieces of ash land on the ground and turn into a body as it fills up, and then the body all of a sudden breathes, and citizens of Whitestone are coming back to life all through the town as this ritual is
hey, guys,
reversed.
Guys, wake up. Wake up. You got to watch this. You see this? Kid. God damn it, kid. Wake up.
So you turn to look for Kid, and all you see is his sword stuck in the ground, and tucked into the pommel of the sword is a note. Hold it over.
All right. What?
When you say sword, do you mean his fancy rapier?
His fancy rapier.
I take it.
Stab her.
The falsy.
Gonna dual wield Stabatha and Stavington.
Like I said, there's a piece of paper tucked into the pommel.
Oh,
I'll grab the
read the piece of
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did kid go?
So you open the paper, It says, "Friends, well, we're heroes. Again. We saved another city. Another bright lord knows who we are. I can't do it. I don't want any more eyes looking at me, at my fine sword and my bloody hands. I don't want to hear how proud they are about the people I killed for them. All I wanted was some peace and quiet. It's been one thing after another with no respite. I wanted to lay my friend to rest, to heal, to get out of the crowds and the sad city and the noise, to be with the people that matter to me, to plant a tree. Ask Rurik about that, by the way. He has a cutting for Charlin's parents to plant. He shouldn't rest without shade. Dawn Father and Moonweaver, sun and shade. Roots stretching across a continent, binding us in Tarlin's memory. Maybe it's maudlin, but I thought it was fitting. I can't face Lord Derolo if the ritual works. He's just the face of another thing I've lost. The first loss, the starting point, the shadow cast by every shining hero. Sun and shade. I need to go, clear my head. I need to feel the sun in my face and find a way to embrace the shadows. I'm sorry that I wasn't strong enough to stay and help. Please keep this safe until I return. I figure if I leave my sword, you'll surely believe me when I say I'll be back. I hope you'd all believe me even if I hadn't. Kid.
Damn, lost another one of that fucking goblin farm.
Which one was Kid?
The tall one?
The one that isn't here.
That doesn't help.
Wore the dark cloak, long hair, stabbed things like.
That's her, right?
There was another stabby guy. Do you remember him? Okay, no. I'll take that silence as a no. Do you remember our names, just out of curiosity?
Hold on. Okay, Kid. Yeah, got it.
Okay, good.
What's his name?
What's his kid then? Yeah.
Kid.
No, I'm point at Garrick. What's his name?
I want to say Gary.
You're close. Well, actually,
Gary's pretty good.
My sister called me that when I was younger. So.
What about him? And I point at Sliver.
Sarsaparilla.
Yes, but also no. But actually, no. Sorry, I should say.
Why do I have all the boxes? Apparently
What's for dinner?
Food arrived. I have
Does your shirt say we'll trade races for bagels?
What?
Her shirt. We'll trade races for
refugees.
Oh, I thought it said bagels.
I mean, I would also. That's a fair trade. Also, I'd get
Those are the best. What's for dinner?
It's Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
Ooh.
I made nachos for the kids and I. They are delicious.
I had Taco Bell.
Also delicious.
Was.
So Rurik, shut up. Look, the city's rebuilding itself. This is
your microphone's up.
Your mic's up, Jack.
I said, so Rurik, shut up. Look at this. The city's rebuilding itself. It's working.
And it takes a little while, but you can tell that the casters are done with the ritual. Like it's still actively reforming, but the magic has been cast. It's just going to take some time.
I would like to put my ear to the ground and listen for if changes are happening in the earth.
Give me a perception check.
Like if I hear movement. 18.
You definitely do hear seismic activity.
You hear? What are you listening to?
The curse, I think, went below ground, and the caves are reforming too.
That's good.
Wow. Is this the most powerful magic ever? One curse can level an entire city and turn it to nothing?
It's the most powerful
What the
magic
heck?
I've ever seen.
Yeah, what are we dealing with here? And she did say she's coming back, right?
I'm pretty sure she's like a psychopath.
Well, maybe she's wrong, but
I think most psychopaths usually are.
I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Now that Garrick has seen this thing reverse, does this ring any bells for him from his upbringing?
Make me a religion check.
Remnants or regular?
Remnants.
Okay. That would be a 20.
This is what you would think of as a form of a blood curse.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
But the person who could do something this size and scope would have to be like of epic power.
Like a god.
So it's like stuff I've seen before from people I knew, but on a much larger scale.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Now, DM, I have a question for you. Let me phrase this properly. Knowing the events as a player of the history of Whitestone and what happened and who the Briarwoods actually belong to or worship, would we as characters know any of that background stuff, like in specifics, like the god who was involved when Vox Machina saved the planet, basically?
Make me a history roll for Sliver and see what he would know.
Okay. Basically, this roll will hopefully determine whether or not I can make the connection between Briar and that deity. Yeah, that's a natural one. Never mind. I never said a thing.
Yeah. You definitely have heard of Vox Machina, but you have not necessarily connected even the name Briarwood.
Gotcha.
Looking at where the heart was during the ritual, is Percy's body forming around the heart?
It's like the last thing that's kind of starting to stop smoldering.
But it is forming here, not somewhere else.
It is forming here, absolutely.
Kind of like how the fifth
I
element
wonder
was
if they had to
reconstructed.
kill him.
Good.
Wonder if they had to kill him and cut his heart out to start this ritual.
Can't imagine he gave it willingly.
Yeah.
If we took a piece of the ash out of the sky, would he reform differently?
Like give him a scar or
No
something.
left eye.
Don't touch anything. What is wrong with you?
I'm naturally curious.
Don't be.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get too curious, you end up dead.
Think of the ash as birds. If you touch them, you're going to start flying too.
That's not what happens with birds. You don't just touch them and start flying.
Just saying. You don't know that. How I wish I could cast like some sort of swarming magic right now.
I'm going to go ahead and back Ashrina up and say, yeah, there are these birds that you touch them, Rurik, and you fucking shoot up in the sky with them. Absolutely. I've seen it happen.
Or they all grab you, and then they like bring you to the.
Oh, that's in addition to the
Mhm.
magical ones that make you fly.
I read about those when I was a kid. There was a lot of reading I had to do when I was younger, but
I'm gonna wild shape into a badger and burrow, and just my head is gonna be sticking out of the ground.
somebody give me a
So you
mallet.
believe my deception without a roll? I would have rolled a 32 on deception.
Wow.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
I believe your deception without a roll.
Anybody got a mallet? I feel like playing whack-a-mole all of a sudden.
At most, I can get 28. So
Yep.
Impressive.
I have a
So yes.
crowbar.
Little badger head, two little claws sticking out of the ground, watching the events.
Would you
Oh
like
wait, I
a
do have a hammer.
a little helmet? A little helmet? Protect yourself from falling ash. Yes. Okay.
So eventually, the sky clears. Town's back to complete normal. And lying there on the ground, waking up, is Lord Percival de Rollo.
Oh,
Is he
sick.
clothed? Is
he hot?
Does it look like the heart back into his chest?
Smoldering.
And also is
he is clothed, to answer
Yeah.
that and get that taken care of. Is he
Shrina's
hot?
a lesbian. Shrina's a lesbian. Shrina's a lesbian.
Is he hot? It really depends on your opinion.
No, he's a man.
Well, but he just might be that guy, that one guy.
The one that turns you.
Wow.
The bi panic.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. He's kind of a feminine looking. I could see how that would work for you.
Shut up.
Maybe.
Shut up,
I don't know.
So.
And is he awake? Is he conscious or
Yes, he is conscious.
unconscious?
Confused about where he is because he was in the castle last he knew.
Okay.
What has happened?
So Rurik burrows his way out of the ground and just starts talking in Badger.
Why is this rodent talking to me?
What's that, Timmy? Classic boy. Timmy fell down the well.
I'm gonna step over and swoop my cape over Rorik's face. He's not in.
And he says,
and I'm gonna just say, my lord, Whitestone was destroyed and is now being repaired. Maybe it's your people will fill you in.
it looks fine to me. Who are you?
I'm really no one, and I back away and let him see his wizards and team back here behind us.
He sees them all. The captain of the guard comes over and, and kneels and says, it's so good to have you back, sir. And he's like, back? Where was I? I don't remember anything. Definitely don't remember being here.
You were and he grows out from under the cloak. You were kidnapped, I think.
Oh, I thought that was Keyleth drunk again.
Oh.
I'm fairly certain my name is Rurik, but I'll check.
It is.
Not Keyleth.
I hope Keyleth wasn't here. Everyone knows who Keyleth is.
She was not here. I just assume when a animal starts talking to me, it's Keyleth when she's drunk.
What's the last thing you
Oh,
remember?
I was in a meeting with some advisors.
Well, you're not going to like the story. Okay. I'll just say it since everyone else is trying to be shy.
I'd like the answer to the question I asked.
Oh,
Who are you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Vox Machina 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, kinda. Aspirations.
This is Rurik. This is my friend Garrick
I
Stillborn.
believe my wife put a trademark on
Stillborn.
that, so you probably owe her money if you're using that name.
That is not our name.
This is Mrs.
Right.
Shrina,
You're a
and
spiritual sequel.
I'm Sliver, and we just came to help.
We're workshopping the name. We're here to bury some people, and we showed up, and the castle was in pieces, and they're like, "Oh, you can go in. You're not from here." So we went in, and we fought this woman who was doing a dark ritual with your heart. We may have killed your body and then brought you back. It's a whole thing.
You're
Our
not
main
wrong.
Daymore had been possessed by some Briarwood woman. Had reduced.
He turns to the
Whitestone
wizards and he goes, "Tell me everything." And they all gather around and explain to him what they know.
Oh, I just spoke to Lord Percy DeRollo.
While
my
they're having that
God.
little powwow, I'm looking around the room to see if anybody is acting suspicious, trying to get into a different position, trying to maybe snake their way closer to this group. I don't trust anybody in here right now.
Just give me an insight roll.
That would be an 18.
And everything seems to be what you would expect. They are all, deferring to their leader here. They're all relieved that he's back. There's no surreptitious behavior in any way, shape, or form.
Good.
And they're not hiding the conversation. Everything they say to him, rings true to what they were saying to you. Everything is all on the up and up.
How big of an area are we in right now? Like,
You're
is it
just
open
outside.
fields?
You're just outside the city wall.
Like, how is it? Like open fields?
I mean, you can see fields nearby. There's probably a few buildings around you, just outside the walls and whatnot.
Want to make sure if there were buildings around, I was not going to make a cave.
Gotcha.
Mr. DeRollo, does Delilah mean something to you? I vaguely remember the name, but I am terrible at remembering things in history.
We thought her dead multiple times, and apparently she has a way to survive like a cockroach.
She's a very fucking powerful cockroach.
She said
I've
she'll
never
be
seen
back.
anything like it.
She did say that, yeah. She said she'd be back.
I have no doubt.
She seems upset with you.
That's the understatement of the year.
So, thinking back on the fact that she keeps coming back and she was a solid figure, did we determine whether or not she was undead or not? Did she look undead?
What you guys had determined, what it sounded and felt like when she talked, was that we were hearing a voice that wasn't of that body.
Okay, she was possessed. Right. Okay, so not what I thought. Good.
Hey, Pebble, did you hear that?
What?
He said I provided the understatement of the year. That's got to be worth something, right?
I doubt it.
Damn
Could
it.
make make a plaque or something.
So one of you mentioned you came here to bury someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our friend
Are you
Tarlin and his husband.
Are you in habits of just randomly bringing corpses into cities and
No.
Don't you
recently.
allow your people to be buried at their birthrights?
oh, he's a citizen?
Yeah. I'm not traveling across a bunch of fucking cities just to dump bodies in your town. That'd be stupid.
And presumptuous.
I mean, he's a former citizen.
Thanks.
Does he have relatives?
Yeah, his parents are here. I don't remember their name.
What's his surname?
Do I remember this?
You're asking the guy whose memory has been slipping terribly.
Where's my Google Doc?
What is his surname?
We
I
have a
don't
Google
even know
Doc?
if it's in the Google Doc.
Please hold.
Justin knows, but Rurik would not.
I don't remember. Let's look.
It was Hillspark, wasn't it?
Correct.
Okay.
I literally almost said it was like Brightside.
He says, his father would be Bartum.
Sure.
He is a traveling peddler salesman of sorts, retired now. I know where they live, and he asks one of his assistants, and they bring him some paper and ink, and he draws a crude map of some streets from here and says, I believe this is where their house is. You take care of your business, and then please come visit me in the castle.
Can I ask a question?
To give you a proper thank you. Yes.
Thanks. So another one of us who fled in the middle of the night because he doesn't like being a do-gooder or something. He gave me a clipping of a tree to put where they're buried. Is that cool? Do you mind if I put a tree in your city?
I don't see why not.
Cool. Thanks. So,
like, where's your wife?
Probably in Amman.
What? I never see her there.
Oh, you're from Amman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's on the Taldori Council.
Who else is on
holy
the council?
shit! I didn't realize you were talking to somebody who's married to the person on the Taldori Council.
Do you? I thought you read books. Rick, don't. You knew where we were. You know.
He can't read.
She's right.
You really ought to learn to read.
You should really talk to the council about fixing up the Craghammer education system.
I learned everything by doing. I'm a
Well,
hands-on
you don't
person.
learn by listening because we've told you 50 times what's going on here. Thank you, my lord. We'll take care of our business. It was lovely meeting you, and thank you for the invitation to return. We'll see you when we can.
Also, do you have anything you want us to take back to your wife? It'd be really cool to meet her. We're gonna go back to Amman eventually. We can take her something if you know what.
You guys know I can read, right?
Shh.
I do not need a courier service, but I appreciate the offer.
Oh. What about dinner with the council for saving your life?
You want me to arrange Dinner with the council. The
Or Vox
Tal'Dorei
Machina.
Council. Oh, that's not going to happen.
How come?
First
You
off,
go-
I'd have to find Grog.
He's probably like drunk somewhere.
Exactly.
That sort of narrows it down.
Keyleth, that's who you were. The Ashari.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
She can change into
Yeah,
animals.
she's a
like-
druid. I was trained by Earth Ashari.
There you go.
I connected the dots now.
There you go.
I
Good.
go in for a fist bump.
You do not get one in return.
It
Filthy
just
fist
stands
bump.
there awkwardly.
He looks at your fist and immediately just like looks away.
Cool.
What about dinner with most of Vox Machina? The ones whose whereabouts you do know of.
Mr. Shrina, let's go. Let's go take care of our stuff, and we'll talk to Lord Durolos later.
I can offer you dinner at my castle, and since I am a member of Vox Machina, that may have to just suffice.
I
I'm sorry I'm not as cool as Grog.
mean, Grog's fine. That Scanlan guy, though. I've heard a lot about him.
Is Scanlan... okay, later. Yeah, later. I'll start grabbing our stuff and finding our...
I will
wagon.
assist him so we can get out of here faster.
And you see he starts going through the city, checking on all the citizens. He's got his guard with him. They all start fanning out, making sure everybody is okay, and people are understand that what happened is not going to rehappen, and they start to do crowd control and damage control from the incident. What would you like to do?
Oh, and he
Well-
mentioned a nap.
Well, we gotta go find Harlan's parents first, I guess.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's true.
before that...
We should probably find Tarlin.
So the city's rebuilt and looks normal now?
Yep.
And shops are open and things like that? Or
I mean,
are they
things are
scrambling
just-
to...
They're starting to figure out what happened, and for the people that were turned to cinder, they don't have like it just happened to them.
But that's like the Thanos snap.
Right.
Right. Well, the reason I'm asking is because I'm looking down at my clothes, other than my cape, are literally falling off of me. I was hit point blank by a giant ball of flame,
Yes, you
and
were.
my clothes are burnt. I would like to get clothing before I walk in mostly naked to the parents of my one of my best friends. So if we can find a spot, just like a general store, I just want to
Mhm.
buy some fit. And later on, I want to go shopping. So we'll stop in someplace. I'll get some crappy clothing, put it on.
You're able to find a shop and get some clothes, and while you're shopping, there's one of the guards that was outside the wall is talking to somebody out in the street just outside of the shop, and then they kind of point to you all as you're walking into the shop, and you see the people just kind of like from across the street. They're like, "Thank you."
Happy to help.
And you start to see like
Hey,
more
Ni-
people are
you're
like
welcome.
talking, and as you guys are going through town, people are like pointing at you and kind of you're getting thanked by people, and
Kid would have hated this.
Nice.
little
I turned
kids-
my
little
cape
kids are starting to
into
follow you
the
around.
So kids.
Turn my cape into my performance cape, and it's
Now I
all
gotta act
bright emerald
responsible.
green with streamers coming up.
I don't mean to be the voice of wisdom, but aren't we covert?
Apparently
When we're
not.
doing crimes.
Look around.
I think in this particular case, the covert is already done and dusted. I don't think we can really be covert here after what just happened.
You said there's a bunch of kids following us.
Yeah, eventually, like,
Fuck them kids.
Shireen will turn around and look at the kids and take out like a handful of silver and give each kid 2 silver just for,
They're
hanging
super-
out.
they're super excited, and one of the kids takes the silver and looks up at you and goes, "Do all heroes give out money?"
I don't think so.
Just you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say maybe just me, but
I mean, that makes you an even better hero than them. And they point at the other members of your party.
yeah. If you talk,
She just looks at you other folks, and she just holds out her other hand towards one of you.
If you
can come
see
see me
Mr.
at-
DeRollo, they can't go into a tavern. They're underage.
I can get in a tavern.
They'll be able to hear me just stand.
How old is this child
Hey,
who's
tell your
saying that
folks
they
I'll
can
be
get into a
performing
tavern?
in the coolest tavern in town.
They're probably like 7 or 8.
I put a mushroom in her opened hand.
Ooh, don't eat.
Garrick is always one for peer pressure. He puts 2 silver in her other hand as well.
And the mushroom, she's like, "Thanks."
You're welcome.
I'm going to hold my hand out too. I'm a kid. To Ashrina.
I hand him
You're
my
paying
mushroom
everybody,
from
right?
earlier. This little
Yummy.
kid that's talking about sneaking into taverns and stuff like that. She'll lean down and go, "You want to learn a trick?
Yeah.
Okay. Put those coins in your pocket."
She does.
Okay. Now. And then Sharina's going to like slide a hand pickpocket her.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Teaching kids how to be criminals. Where's my... Hello?
Hey, you got to prepare the younger generation to take over.
25?
Oh yeah, she has no clue.
Oh my goodness.
And she'll just hold out the 2 coins.
2 more? That's so cool. More coins? Thank you, lady.
Check your pocket.
Hey.
And
Whoa.
see,
Kid.
if you learn how to do that.
You know how you always want to be old? She just made you older.
What?
We're grown up now.
How does that make me a grown-up?
You understand taxes now.
You're a little bit more grown up. Yeah, you understand that people take advantage of and lie to you all the time. Have a
That
good
is-
day.
Absolutely not what I'm teaching you. And I'll just show her how I was doing it and be like, listen, if you do this really well, you'll double your profit.
She is intently paying attention to you, wanting to figure out how to do this. She's like,
Here,
"Huh?"
all of my gold is in this pouch right here. Try and steal some. I turn around.
And I'll help her, do it like this. And you do it really quick. It's really good to do like a distraction with your other hand. So like a touch on the shoulder opposite of where you're trying to grab from, something like that. And
Well,
yeah,
that's a pouch of devouring. It's not really gold.
What?
It's a pouch of devouring.
Why
Don't
are
put your
you
hand in
doing
there.
this to this poor
Oh.
child?
The pouch is gonna.
the pouch isn't gonna eat you. That kid doesn't know what I'm talking
No.
about. He got hit in the head too hard. Literally got hit with a fireball. His brains are soup.
Ah,
So she taps you on the back. Hey,
Garrett,
mister,
drive a
look
little
over
faster.
there.
Where?
And she points, and then she tries to take your money. She got a 3 sleight of hand.
Oh no.
31.
What do you do?
I don't react.
Okay. you-
What is that over there? I'll just.
So you see she comes out and she's got like 3 gold coins in her hand. And she's like, oh, I shouldn't have this. Here, mister.
You're a thief, kid.
No, I'm not.
I knew you took it. You can have them. But on one condition.
That's gold.
Yeah, one condition.
Okay.
Stop sneaking into taverns you don't belong in.
Fine.
Just like rustle her hair. Keep practicing, but don't get caught by cops.
Or anyone?
And always remember the cardinal rule. If they're a cop, they have to tell you.
Yeah, you hear that? She yells out across the street, and there's 2 guards that just like don't understand what's going on.
Eric looks across at them and goes, "Are you law enforcement officers?"
Yeah.
See? Thank you.
Ashrina, is that true?
They have to,
Okay.
yeah. Entrapment.
Hey, kid, is there a pastry shop around here?
Who enforces that?
Kid's gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that kid.
There's
Any good ones?
Using.
there's a great one, the Slayer's cake.
Can you point me in that direction? We're hungry. And tired.
Layers cake?
Yeah, Slayer's cake.
Slayer's cake. Which way?
It was actually started by Lady Derolo.
Ooh, it
That's the one on the
must
top
be good.
Good memory, Rick.
Really? All right.
Famous pastries. I mean, we're basically tourists now. We have to catch all the hot spots. We can write about them later. So let's go check.
Do you
this
mind
pastry
if we
shop out.
stop there? I'm really hungry.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I am a growing boy. Okay.
Are we?
I'll
carting
hop off
Carlin's
and
body,
go in and
like through the town.
We probably should drop that off.
Yes.
I mean, you have
And-
the cart.
Box. You're in boxes.
and his
Out of
Arlen
respect
and
for
his
Tarlin,
buddy.
we should probably
his-
take. Yeah, his husband
His
too.
buddy.
buddy.
This is what parents who have a gay child and they're just in
This is- yeah,
denial
this is
call
his
their
roommate.
pictures.
Carlin and his roommate.
Yeah, exactly.
His coworker.
His special friend.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been bringing
His
his
best
roommate
friend.
to Christmas dinner every year.
Oh,
So I'm gonna bring out a tray of baked goods for all of you guys and spread them out, and we will enjoy them as we finish our pod over to Tarlin's place. Tarlin's parents. Do we know their names?
he just said his name and I did not catch it.
Begin with a B.
Bernard.
No, it was like
Nope.
Buckham or something like that. I don't know how close I was.
Buchanan.
Not quite.
Why would any
Not
name ever
Belvedere.
stick with this crowd?
Bruce.
might have it written someplace. I think I do. But where that might be
I can tell you right
is a
now,
mystery.
you wouldn't just guess these names.
Nope.
No, but I think mine sounded similar. I'm not saying it was right, but I hear sounds in my memory more than I hear words.
Baron.
No, there was a
Close.
some Bertram, was it?
Also close.
Also close.
Combine those two.
Bertramino.
Colder.
Bartram.
Bartram?
Bartram.
Bartum. Okay, almost Barnum, but not quite. Bartum.
He told you Bartum.
Bartum. Okay.
Yeah,
He
I
was
don't
a
know his
traveling
mom's name.
salesman.
Yeah, I don't
Retired.
think we got her mother's name.
Amma?
We need to go. We need to go see them. I mean,
Delilah?
the thing that worries me about this is we don't know. I don't believe we know. You'll have to remind me. We don't know whether they were affected by this curse or not. So they may be coming back from a traumatic experience, and we have to be very delicate in how we break this news to them.
I'll do it.
No.
No.
I would say you're probably indelicate. Is that a word?
Yes.
Is it a delicate?
Shrina, I don't want to put
Yeah.
this on
Lord, you didn't even
if
know
you're
him.
not comfortable doing it, but you did know him better than the rest of us.
Would Ashrina have ever met Tarlin's parents? Did they ever come to Iman? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. I mean,
They're the
We
little
don't know her name.
old people that never leave their house. Like they have the same house they've lived in for 45 years.
oh, so they put like black tape over all of their VCRs because they think they're spying on them?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
They have
You
plastic
also
on their couch.
you also
Hey, that's just practical.
right. You would guess that given your relationship with Tarlin, that they may know of you. Like if he wrote home,
Oh yeah.
he might have
Okay.
included information about you, but not necessarily anyone else,
Okay.
because you've known him much longer than everyone else.
Right.
Okay.
He's only
Yeah.
met everyone else recently.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Except Kid, but he would not write about Kid.
No, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll happy to talk to them.
So you follow the little map and you find this little nice little cottage, and they've a nice, well kept yard. There are a couple of wagons in the yard that look like the wagon you guys have, very similar make and model, as it were, but they are long since defunct, and they've been turned into raised flower beds with this gorgeous flower garden growing out of them, obviously well kept.
I'll go up and
Mr.
knock
Shrina,
on the door.
I assume they're also halflings.
I don't know. Maybe?
He didn't mention them. He didn't mention being
Okay.
adopted, but that could be something he kept to himself. I don't know.
Maybe he didn't know.
I just don't want to say anything racist like you always accuse me of, so I'm just making
Maybe don't be
sure
like,
that I
sup,
know-
shorties. Or like,
Okay.
my, what big
I'll
feet you
try
have.
not to. All right, I'll
What's it
try
like
not
being
to
the
remark on
superior
their
race?
bodies.
What's the weather like down there?
Okay.
Around the garden, I would like to use mold earth to like clean it up and put the soil back in the planters and stuff. Anything that may have come out during the incident, just to make it look nice. So
Yeah, you totally can neaten it up for them.
I'll be out here. I don't want to intrude. And he's gonna garden as best he can, and he's gonna surreptitiously plant mushrooms.
Won't the mushrooms kill the flowers?
Uh huh.
Fucking monster.
He thinks he's doing something nice.
She'll go
They
up
at
and
least edible
knock on the
mushrooms?
door.
High wisdom, low intelligence.
It's actually not that low. It's a 12. Maybe I should fix that.
So you knock on the door. Eventually, you hear sounds of footfalls come into the door, and the door is opened. And immediately, as soon as you see the door open, you see like a flash of a very familiar-looking face, aged, but you definitely see that this is obviously Tarlin's father. And he says, "Oh, could I help you? We don't get many visitors."
Hi, Mr. Hillspark.
That's me. Yeah.
I'm Ashrina. I was friends with Tarlin.
I'm sorry.
I'm friends with Tarlin.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you said I was friends with Tarlin.
I like that we all winced.
As soon as you said it, I was like, "Oh, Freud doesn't exist." But if he did,
I believe he wrote to us about you. Yes.
I'm just saying, y'all put someone with
Are you-
12 charisma up here. Like,
Are you? Why did you come to Whitestone?
is Mrs. Gemmin, or not, that's my last name, is Miss Hillspark home?
aha!
Yes. Alwyn.
That's a name.
Fuck you.
And
Hell went.
It's a pretty
then-
name. I'm just saying, I definitely would have never guessed that one.
and this older female halfling comes around the corner from the kitchen, wiping her hands on her apron. She says, yes, visitors." And you see she has Tarlin's like waviness to his hair, and his eyes are obviously from his mom.
Hi. I'm Ashrina.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, you're the one that stabs the bags of flour.
Yeah, that would be me.
Oh, it's so good to see. Is my boy here?
Sort of. I have some news, and I wish we were meeting under better circumstances, but
What do you
there
mean?
was an accident, an incident, and
Barta, what is she saying? And he reaches down and he grabs his wife's hand. Come in.
I'll go inside.
It's a nice
little
cottage.
stone hand reaches out and gently closes the door behind them.
I should have gone with her, guys. She seems like she's struggling.
Oh, I went in with her.
Well, there's no easy way to...
Gary
Yes.
went in. You could go in too.
Okay, when if Gary goes, I go.
Yeah.
And they bring you into the living room. The furniture is for small people.
I'll stand. It's fine.
Great.
So, right. It works perfectly fine for
Hop up onto the
Ashrina.
couch.
I will find a spot in the house where I have to stoop the least,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't like wrench my neck or anything.
Yep.
Sit on the floor.
Alwyn says, I fear that I'm not going to like this conversation.
No, and I'm not either. Tarlin died protecting us. There, we kind of got ambushed, and before we could even really react, it was just too late.
You say?
And we tried to bring him back, and he just he wouldn't even come back. And we tried to bring him back.
And you see she's now like reaching up and grabbing onto her husband's arm, and tears are starting to well up in her eyes, and her husband's, trying to be stoic, and he says, I'm really confused. You said ambushed.
Yeah.
At the inn?
May I speak?
Garrick takes a deep breath. There's more you need to know about your son. And I probably wouldn't reveal this, but I think it's necessary. Your son was far more than an innkeeper. I'm sorry, my name is Garrick Stillbraid. I was an associate of Carlin's as well. He was not just an innkeeper, he was a big-hearted, skillful adventurer who, along with the rest of us, many times acted on behalf of Iman and the world to stop certain bad things from happening. And during one of these excursions, the ambush that Ashrina was talking about occurred. And any of us were unable to make it to him in time. And as she said, we did attempt to perform a religious ritual to bring his soul back to his body, but he made it clear he would prefer to stay. His soul would prefer to stay with Joe.
Trina's just like clenching her fists, and it's got big, like, fat tears in the corner of her eyes. It's a stupid husband. It wasn't fair. We tried to bring him back, and he just wouldn't do it.
Shows love.
The father's like, this is a lot to take in.
Yes.
Let me put on some tea. And he kind of pulls his wife's hand off his arm and goes into the kitchen. And she turns to you and she says, he loved Joe.
That much is quite clear.
But we loved him too.
She smiles and she says, that's okay.
Sherna's just gonna go over and like hug Tarlin's mom.
And she takes the hug and returns it and pats the couch next to her for you to sit. And she says, so my boy was a hero.
Yeah.
Is that right? And
In every sense of the
she
word.
looks at Garrick and Sliver.
In every sense of the word.
He
Yep,
never told me.
Put himself in harm's way so many times to protect us that he forgot to protect. He was maybe the best person I've ever known. There's one thing. We know that it's just like, it's not just saying in a metaphysical way, now he's gone to be with Joe. We know that he still exists somewhere with his Joe in whatever realm that good people go. And he said he would watch over us. I
That
miss
brings
him.
me some. That brings me some bit of happiness.
Once
And I say loud enough for both of them to hear. I say, and we brought them back to you.
Yep.
They wish to be laid to rest here.
She says, Charlin used to play outside for hours. He loved the sunlight.
Indeed.
And it loved him back.
Mm-hmm.
He was the Dawn Father's chosen.
I know when
Use
he
that
found his
light
calling,
to
it was very special. I never thought it would lead him towards danger, but I suppose that was me being naive.
Eric moves a little bit once Ashrina and Charlin's mother break their hug, and just gently lays a hand on Ashrina's shoulder and like just squeezes it just a little bit.
Trina just pats his hand. He was my best friend. And I'm really fucking mad at him for not coming back.
language.
I think it's warranted.
But
It's okay.
we've brought him back to you and his silly husband too.
As well as a cutting from a tree. His wish was to have that planted here as where him and Joe can like rest underneath its branches.
Yeah, he told me about that tree. He was always so shocked by how quickly it grew. And he always said in his letters that he thought that was Joe's doing. I can't thank you enough. For bringing my son home.
Do you want to have, I don't know what like the traditions are. Do you want to have like a service or something? Do you have like a family burial plot?
I think out in the West Field is where he'd want to be buried. And we don't really. She looks kind of sheepish. She's like, our son found the Dawn Father. We supported him, but we weren't, and have never been pious in any way.
That's probably a good thing because I think we have threatened the Dawn Father.
Well, that's between you and the Dawn Father then. But
I blame Tarlin. It's Tarlin's fault.
you know, you can be mad at him, but don't let it be forever.
No, it won't be. I don't hate him. Just mad at him.
It's okay. And his father comes back in with a tray of teacups and teapot and says, I don't really have much room enough for anyone, but we don't have any big beds, but there's
Totally fine.
there's a barn if you wanna.
Used to sleep in bars when I traveled. That would be a nice little kick of nostalgia. I have no problem with that. What about you, Sliver?
I can sleep anywhere.
And Charlin's mom comes over
Liver
to
is full on
Sliver
weeping.
and
The Jack's cameras.
Jack, your
Totally
camera
frozen.
keeps freezing on the most opportune times. So it's hysterical. But she comes over and she gives you a hug, and his father pours tea for everyone, and they say, "Well, I think Tarlin would probably want to be buried at dawn."
That makes sense.
So I'll have this tea and go get my shovel, I guess.
I'll assist with the ceremony. It's the least I can do.
Much appreciated. So tea is had, and eventually Tarlin's father puts on his boots and jacket to go outside, and comes outside and sees this dwarf tending to his garden. Can I help you?
I'm with them. I didn't really know your son though. I'm kind of his replacement, but you don't have to call me son.
Good, because people would talk.
Yeah. I'm sure you're a lovely father, but I'm also older than you.
That would be weird then.
I just was cleaning up your flower beds. I thought it'd be nice. I didn't want to intrude. Also, you don't need. I was eavesdropping. You don't need a shovel. I'll take care of that. I'm a druid of the earth, and I'll excavate the land and I'll plant the tree, and it's the least I can do because apparently he meant a lot to these people.
Druid of the earth, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me. He kind of walks around the side of the building, goes over to this trellis that has this withering vine on it. He's like, I cannot get these blueberries to grow. What am I doing wrong?
Let's find out.
They're not blueberries.
14 nature check.
Looks like the soil is deteriorated by runoff from the roof. So it's not taking root. Like it's weak rooted.
Well, the way that your house is angled is funneling the water into this plant bed, and the plants aren't able to get a good foundation. If you moved it maybe to this side of the trellis, it'll probably grow better.
Oh. Thank you.
Sure thing. You didn't want to put Tarlin here, did you?
No, the west field, and he starts walking out that direction.
All right. I'll go back to the cart and start leading it that way.
Is that my boy?
No, that's the donkey.
I mean, in the cart.
Oh, yes. In the boxes, your boy and his special friend.
Buddy.
His husband.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were calling him. Yes.
Well, we'll bury them in the morning, but I wanted to dig the graves this evening.
It might be personal if you want to dig, but I'm more than happy to take care of it. I prefer the dirt.
Well, my old joints won't say no to some help anyway.
If it's any consolation, they speak really highly of him. They keep saying that he was the best of them, but that can't be true because they're all pretty good. Except for that kid guy. He
can't
ran
be
away
true.
before doing this.
Who?
There was another one.
The kid is what you would call, well, so he doesn't like a lot of attention, and the things that just occurred in the city got a little bit too hectic and in his face, and he just needed to
Bless
step
you, Amanda.
away for a bit.
You only get
Bless
one.
you.
Not that.
There was another one. Apparently he was stabby like her. But yeah, they speak really highly of him. I personally didn't know him. I spent all my time in the tunnels beneath him on. Never met him.
Well, never thought I'd have to do this.
Yeah, parents shouldn't outlive their kids.
I wish you didn't have to. Maybe if he wasn't so damn stubborn, just came back like he should have, we wouldn't have to.
Have you ever been in love?
No.
He just nods.
Every day.
With what? Who?
Pulls out a bag. Pulls out a rock. This is my favorite.
Does it have a name?
No.
Probably should give it one if it's your favorite. Unless your words you make the other rocks jealous.
Well, I am now.
Oh, Derek's gonna like messing with Rurik a lot.
He says,
It's okay, Rurik. Rocks don't have feelings. It's fine.
Then you, sir, understand Joe is his favorite.
Yeah.
Joe was his rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I was going with the pun.
But
It worked.
Well,
Is this a good spot? I also have to plant a tree.
that'd be fine.
Start molding earth into perfect little grave sites. And I just got 5th level spells, and I can't believe I'm going to use a 5th level spell to do this. I'm going to cast Wall of Stone
Okay.
to make a mausoleum.
All right.
Ooh.
I mean, it's just going to be a base mausoleum until tomorrow after we sleep, when I'll come back to stone shape it into nice.
Nice.
And I'll plant the tree next to it.
So,
Oh wait, I do have a 4th level spell slot. So yes, I Wall of Stone to make this like base boxy looking thing, and then I spit on my hands and then just start rubbing it quite intimately, shaping it into shaping it into a very nice like archway over the gravestones with a hole in the
But he
center for
really liked
sunlight.
rock.
And I would like to make a nature check to make the hole in the ceiling that exactly at dawn the sunlight is directly on Tarlin's grave.
give me a nature check.
I will use. Oh, I don't have an inspiration.
He sticks his finger in his mouth and lubes it up and slides it through the wall. Just a
11.
little pinhole.
You definitely think you have succeeded in that. Whether you have or not, time will tell.
How big of a town/city is Whitestone?
Pretty big.
Okay, then I can probably find what I'm looking for. I want to find and I'll ask his Tarlin's dad, and like, is there a shop around here that like specializes in like wall sconces, like lighting fixtures, metal stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Let me think. And he, pulls out a name of a store for you, and it's a smithy basically that makes household items.
What I'm trying to find is going to take two. It's going to take two people. I want to find a wall sconce that's shaped as close as I can find to a thumb, and then I want to find somebody to cast like a continual flame on it so that we can hang it in the tomb, and the sunlight will always be shining in there.
Okay. The casting might be more difficult than finding like an artisan that could make that.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Whitestone is considered a small city with a population of 17,710.
Okay.
Page 75, Scott.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Continual flame is a second level spell, so nobody in our party can cast it. Dang it! I was gonna get a scroll, but okay. Maybe the Lord Dorolo can help us with that.
Who can cast it?
No, it's Wizard, Eldritch Knight, Arcane Trickster, and something else. Cleric, Eldritch Knight, Wizard, and Arcane Trickster.
Okay.
I don't think Lord Dorolo's any of those things.
No, but he might be able to tell us who to go to. He would know that.
About what time of day is it? Approaching evening or something?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Okay.
So they would offer you,
Uh,
food and lodging that they can
Yeah.
manifest. And in the morning at dawn, they will oversee, or you can oversee the burial, and they will inter the
Mr. and Mrs.
bodies.
Hills.
Yes, Sliver.
Mr. They're a really nice tavern you can recommend around here. I think I need to take a walk.
Yes, I'm sure there is. There are several taverns in town. Um, they give you directions towards one of the taverns in town that's nearby.
All right. When I
As you
get
are,
back, I'll just jump on a hay pile if that's okay.
yeah, that's
In the
fine.
barn.
As you are walking through town, you do come through a section of town where you see this huge tree. Bright, glowing leaves. And you've heard of this. This is the sun tree.
And this tree probably could have seen it in the distance hovering above stuff, right? It would have been big enough to see from a far distance.
Yes.
You know what? Forget the... I'm going to go up to the tree. Is anybody else coming along?
I need to take a walk as well, but for different reasons. I have to go search out shop.
I'm digging graves and making it a mausoleum.
I'm hanging out with
Right.
Tarlin's mom.
Got it. I have heard a little tiny bit, I would guess, about this sun tree. It's big enough to attract attention for worldwide attention, I'd guess. And on the way, I see it and start walking toward it. I'm going to just start talking. Hey, Changebringer, and grab my old tarnished gold coin. How's it going up there? Or around, or wherever you are? Hope everything's good. I'm going to flip one for you. Toward your good luck. I flip the coin, catch it, don't even look at it, and shove it back in my pocket. Also, when I get up to this tree... So, hey, Changebringer, I wanted to ask you something, but I kind of wanted to give you something first. Get up to this tree. I gotta be honest. Trees don't usually do it for me, but sitting under this tree is going to be something that I've never even dreamed of. So it's going to be really cool. I'm going to play some music. And the music's going to be for you and for the tree. So Changebringer, if you're listening, this little mini concert's going to be for you. Hope you like it. Because you've helped me. Figure I'd try to give something back to you. I was going to look for a tavern, try to make some money, but I also have so much money I don't even know what to do with. Don't have enough to buy an airship yet, so if you really want to help me, we could work on that. But yeah, I saw back in that fight. I wish Kid were here. I could tell him this stuff. Or I wish one of the other guys had walked with me, but that's all right. You're here, Changebringer. During that fight, I saw that I'm pretty good. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but heck, I did some cool, some important, some helpful things. So this is just, I sit down under the tree when I make it there, and I don't care who's looking. And I pull out the mandolin, and I just spill. And whatever comes out, I just sing it to the wind and to the sky and to whoever's around to hear. And if I make a spectacle of myself and they try to kick me out, I'll just leave.
All right. Give me a
And
performance
that's how I'll
check.
spend my evening. Sure. Performance. That's an 18 on the die for a total of 26.
So eventually, as you're there are several folks that walk through this area. It's obviously a common nighttime occurrence because the leaves give off this radiance. So even though it's nighttime, this tree is like midday sitting underneath it. So it's a nice place to go for a walk at night. And several folks have kind of gathered around and listened to your playing for a bit. As you finish up, there's some slight applause as far as that goes, and the tree itself kind of shimmers and twinkles as people are applauding. Like you almost feel like it's actually reacting to your song.
That's cool. I put a hand to it and behind me and touch it. Does it feel different from a tree? Does it feel warm, or does my hand light up or anything?
It doesn't feel warm per se, but unlike any other tree you've touched, it feels alive. If that makes sense.
I look up and say, "Thanks, Sun Tree. It was the best applause I've ever gotten. Hope you liked it, Changebringer."
And as you say that, there's like a shriek from the crowd, and several people kind of back away, and there's a flash of bright light behind them. And stepping towards you is this metallic, no better way to say it, box with legs and arms, and says, "Buckle? Buckle?" And that's where we're going to go to.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We're going to take our break, refill our drinks, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Sweet.
Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. something flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest.
This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper.
Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care, to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name, it is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. You get your first heist, the museum's a job. Got a crazy, dangerous egg we gotta rob. You sneak past security, and what's your reward? I find my paladin upstairs, macking on a guard. Well, now's not the time, buddy. Now's not the time. I tell you, now's not the time. Well, you sneak into the bathroom, the vents to scout. Could lead up to the attic, gotta check that out. Another lady's in there, and what do you think? You make a big commotion, push her head in the drink. Well, now's not the time. Now's not the time. No, now's not the time. Robin, little garden gnome, a devil costume. He's racist and he's ugly, he's such a buffoon. The plan is set, we're bound to bring a heavy barrage, but our cleric's out getting a full body massage. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Break and enter to a manor, got a cult to bust. Keep it on the lowdown, no muss, no fuss. You're getting all the clues, are you feeling smug? You find your partner trying to steal the living room rug. No, now's not the time. key to treasure, take it off a dwarf. All our plans are still congealing, but here's the rub. Our buddies rubbing elbows trying to start a fight club. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time, my friend. No, now's not the time. So we're distracting the warden with sweet talking wine. My friends are in the next room committing the crime. A bad idea comes calling, maybe because of my youth. You start to tell the warden just confessing the truth. No, no, now's not the time. Now is not the time. Now's not the time. What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. We struggle for treasure, we struggle for gold, they struggle for glory. Here's what I've been told, they struggle for power, to lead or be led. Is all life a struggle until I lie dead? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. Hold the truth in your hand, then it is gone. You think it goes one way, but it's the other one. Complexion's changing, won't ever be fixed. We are grandfathers, fathers, and yet we are sons. If you ever find the truth, admit you were wrong. If you want your salvation, I'll give you a song. When the world's on your shoulders, you're down on your knees. Will greed ever die? Will there ever be peace? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned.
Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name. It is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. You get your first heist, the museum's a job. Got a crazy, dangerous egg we gotta rob. You sneak past security, and what's your reward? I find my paladin upstairs, macking on a guard. Well, now's not the time, buddy. Now's not the time. I tell you, now's not the time. Well, you sneak into the bathroom, the vents to scout. Could lead up to the attic, gotta check that out. Another lady's in there, and what do you think? You make a big commotion, push her head in the drink. Well, now's not the time.
Big
Everybody,
old titties.
welcome back. Great. Great. Welcome back.
Boy, did I pick the wrong week to quit drinking.
All
Oh, wait.
right, so hope you refilled your drinks and you're ready for the second half of Finding Purchase. Underneath the sun tree, a small crowd of gawkers have gathered and listened to Sliver play a lovely, beautiful tune, which was interrupted by the arrival of this strange-looking metallic creature who comes out
Yeah.
and is looking at everyone there saying, Buckle? Buckle. I need to find
Hey.
Buckle.
Hi, little buddy. Do you speak our language?
I speak several languages.
What? Maybe I can help you find Buckle. What? Do you just need a buckle? Or is it a thing specific? What do you mean?
I was
I
sent
got
to
a buckle
find
on my belt.
I was sent to find Buckle.
All right. I pull off one of my belts, hand it to him. There you go.
Billy Belt Buckles. What's his name?
What's that?
This is the buck. Okay. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific. You understand that word?
Buckle is people, I think.
Well, I'm Buckle. Hi. I'll be Buckle.
Oh, God.
You can call me Sliver.
Are you Sliver or Buckle?
Sliver.
Well, then, how do I know you're Buckle?
Well, I'm just telling you what you want to hear, I guess, little fella. Tell you what. I'll help you find Buckle if he's anywhere around here. If not, I'm going to go to sleep. Fair enough? I look
Okay.
at the crowd standing around and, hey guys, anybody know somebody named Buckle?
They're
Buckle.
all kind of very confused and looking at this very strange creature.
Let's go to the tavern and ask around. That's where they know everybody.
I don't frequent taverns.
You could, though.
No, it's very important. I must find Buckle.
Well, maybe Buckle's at the tavern. Who sent you?
The stranger sent me
And why do you care?
because the stranger needs help. He needs Buckle.
Can you give me more information? Where's the stranger? What kind of help might they need? And how could Buckle help?
The
We could
stranger,
find
the stranger is trapped
trapped
This-
where?
on the train.
Okay. And how can Buckle help this stranger?
Buckle needs to find him. He has information that Buckle needs.
Well, how do you suggest I help you? I'm not Buckle.
Do you know anyone who is Buckle?
Nope. I can try to be Buckle. There's a train here? That's cool. Let's just take me over there and let's see if I can help.
Train's not here yet,
Oh,
but it's coming.
okay. Wow, it's really difficult for you to give me info, isn't it?
Why is it difficult? I'm giving you info. The train is not here, but it is coming.
Got it. What? Yeah. I understand that. Are the train tracks here yet?
Train tracks? Train goes where train wants to go. Train makes tracks.
Okay. Never heard of such a thing. I'm not sure what I can do to help you there, bud. I'm willing. If you want to guide me in the path to try to help you solve your problem, I'm happy to do so. What do you think? Do you know where the train's gonna be?
I do,
Are
but
you
I'm not
sure?
supposed to tell anybody but Buckle.
Oh, is Buckle a helpful person to everyone? Or is Buckle kind of a person who might harm people?
I don't know. I've never met Buckle before.
About the stranger? What do you think about that person? Helpful or not helpful?
Well, they're trapped. They need to be released. They need
Are
help.
there any guards standing around? Any city guards?
Not nearby. The crowd is kind of like dispersing this strange creature.
Is there, looking around, is there anybody that I think I might be able to shout down to either run an errand or to just point me towards somebody named Buckle? I guess the answer is no.
I mean, nobody in the crowd that was there responded to your.
Right. How big is this thing? He's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, he's small.
What's your name?
My name is Glitch.
Hi, Glitch. I'm Sliver. I don't know Buckle. Do you want my help to find Buckle?
Yes. I have to find Buckle.
How do you think we should find him?
I don't know. The stranger said that Buckle would be here.
At the Here where?
Where the portal opened and I stepped through.
Okay. Do I think this thing is crazy? Or do I think he's on the up and up?
Make an insight check.
That's a total of a 15.
It definitely believes everything it's saying.
Okay.
There's no duplicity. There's no. It doesn't think it's crazy. It's not. You know what I mean? It thinks it's searching for Buckle.
And looking around, no one. Is there anybody who's lingering, or is the crowd full on dispersing?
No, they're gone. It begins speaking in other languages to you. What languages do you speak?
Very few. Let's see, shall we? I speak Common, Marquesian, and Thieves' Cant only.
None of these languages sound familiar to you. And one of them doesn't even
Glitch.
sound like language. It sounds like mechanical noises.
Right. Glitch, I don't know what you're saying, but
Right, I will stick
maybe
to this. I will stick to this then. And he goes
Thank
back
you.
to common. I was just
Maybe
checking,
we'll stay here.
Maybe we had a communication issue because you keep asking me the same thing. And I keep asking you the same thing. And it doesn't feel like we're getting anywhere.
Oh, we're getting someplace. It's just I'm having to ask the same thing in different ways, and every time I do, give me the tiniest bit more information. me see if I can put all together what you've come up with. You just came through a portal looking for someone named Buckle, who was supposed to be right here under this tree, wherever you came into this dimension. And Buckle needs the information that a train is about to come ripping through here with a stranger on it who's trapped. Does that sound right?
I think that's everything, yes.
Good. We finally got there. Okay. Maybe we're supposed to wait around until Buckle shows up. Maybe there is someone around here named Buckle. But
Well, now you're the only one here.
that's why you thought I was Buckle. Tree? Any ideas? Know anybody named Buckle? I don't really expect him to answer. Sorry, Glitch. That was kind of a joke. Put my hand in my pocket. Change bringer? How about you? Also kind of a joke, Glitch. What are the nearest storefronts? Like, is there anybody, a corner store, anything open at this hour that people might be in looking out of windows?
You're in
Or
kind of like
maybe
more of a park-like environment.
Yeah. And can I look around to see if I see anybody hanging out and watching us?
No.
Wish Garrick were here.
Who's Garrick?
Or Ashrina? Or Rurik?
Who
Well,
are they?
These are people that solve problems.
Well, I have a problem. I need to find Buckle.
No, they could help. But now it's just you and me.
How do we find them?
I yell Buckle at the top of my lungs.
Nothing.
No Buckle. How much time do you think we have?
I don't know. The stranger was very adamant we had to do this quickly.
Do you know what dimension they're hearing from? If it's a train that sets its own tracks, it's certainly not from here.
He would know.
I've seen little bitty trains in mines, but no big... I don't know if this continent has traveler trains. I've not heard of them. Don't remember them. Well,
The train is in the Outlands. If it gets to Mechanus, the stranger will be in big trouble.
see, that's another problem. I don't know what any of those things are. Mechanus.
Don't you speak
Outland.
Common?
I understand the word, but it's a name of some place I've never heard of. Yes, I speak Common.
How could you not have heard of Mechanus?
Because it doesn't exist on this plane. Just came through a portal.
Well, of course it doesn't exist on this plane. This is the prime material plane.
Yeah, so you're way smarter than I am. I don't know what Mechanus or the Outlands are. So, can you go through another portal to another place on the prime material plane? Can you jump around right here?
I could go from plane to plane.
Because there is a very, very handy fellow that might be called Buckle in the palace in this city I just don't know if we have time to run over there and get back before your friend crashes into Mechanus.
I don't know either. But I know standing here isn't going to help.
Well, look at the palace. Do you see it down the lane way out there? See, at the top of it, there's this huge clock tower. Can you see it from here?
Yes, I see that.
Guy who lives there built that thing. Is that the kind of helpful, constructive, creative genius you need? Or is Buckle just... Does he have different qualities?
I don't know who Buckle is.
I don't know who he is either.
Right. I just need to find Buckle. That's what I was sent to find.
Well, he's not here. So what do you want to do next? Do you want to go find somebody who's good at making things out of metal, like fixing trains maybe? Or do you want to go find a whole bunch of people who can just solve problems with me, my friends, and hope we have time?
Are they smarter than you?
Most likely they are.
Then we should find them.
Okay. What time is it? Do you know the time? Hopefully they're back home by now.
He says a number that makes no sense to you in terms of the way time exists in your world.
Perfect. And I'm going to tell him, oh, is that all? We've got all the time we need. Come on. And so we'll walk back to the Hillsparks house. And I will pretend to name things and be like a tour guide in Whitestone. And if that's okay, then we're going to walk up to the Hillsparks house and gather the crew.
Okay. So you guys see Sliver coming back with this tiny metallic box-like creature with skinny arms and legs walking next to him.
Sliver, the fuck is that?
Hey guys, y'all ready for a quick trip to Mechanus and the Outlands and fix the stranger and stop the train from crashing into Mechanus and then come back for morning party?
Are you Buckle?
Dan, you're muted.
Thank you. I've never been called Buckle, so I'm going to assume no.
How about you?
Ulrich, you look like Buckle.
Am I Buckle?
What does Buckle look like? Do you know anything about this guy?
I was told I had information that was important to Buckle.
See.
I'm Buckle.
You are?
Sure.
Prove it.
I take out a piece of paper and write Buckle on it. Show him the paper.
ID card, I mean.
All that proves is you know how to spell the word Buckle. It doesn't prove that you are Buckle.
And to be fair, that's more than anybody else has done.
I mean,
Yeah.
To be fair.
how does one prove that what their name is?
I can't tell you because then you could cheat. I was told a very specific way you could prove you are Buckle. And if you
Oh.
are Buckle, you'll be able to prove it.
I don't know. Do a little dance and then pat him on the head.
Take the load. Get down tonight.
You're very talented.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
Where did you come from?
Joe.
Cotton-eyed Buckle. Okay. You're right. I'm not Buckle. I was just trying to see if you...
Is no one here Buckle?
No.
No, but I told you we're a bunch of problem solvers.
That is kind of what we do, but I mean, if you don't have anything but a name, not even a description, it's going to be very difficult. This is not a small town.
What the person who sent you here, what did they look?
Well, made flesh kind of points to you all, you know. Approximately 2 meters tall.
Meters.
So not a halfling or a gnome, probably.
Dark hair.
Mhm.
Okay.
Brown eyes.
Okay.
Wearing
Man,
clothing
lady.
or no?
Describing every generic person I've ever met. So
I don't see gender.
Okay. Horns?
I know those words, but I don't see it, so it's hard for me to tell whether they were man or lady.
Horns? No horns? Tail?
accent.
Gary, everyone else
like
can
you
see this
all.
talking metal box, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we are, and we are talking back to it because it's asking for a person none of us have ever heard of.
Okay.
And of course,
are you
Sliver,
Buckle?
this isn't one of your tricks, is it? This isn't something like you're doing for entertainment value?
No, I'm not Buckle. I'm
I
Rurik.
wish.
But we could probably go look for somebody named Buckle.
Do you have anything on this person beside the name Buckle?
I was told that the information that the stranger has is important to Buckle and that they would want to come save him.
Who's the stranger?
The stranger. He's the one that's in trouble.
What does the
Is
stranger look
stranger
like?
his name?
I just described the stranger.
No, you gave generic, like, okay, brown hair, fine. Any distinguishing marks, color of skin, race, anything like that?
Can't see gender. You can't see race. I don't know.
You can't see gender, but color is a thing. It's like, is he light
Maybe he
skinned like
can only
me?
see in black and white.
That's possible, yeah. I guess
Tan
so.
skin. I see colors.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
His vest is very colorful. He points at Sliver.
It's true.
You said he's from here?
Yes, he's from here.
Cool. I'm gonna go inside and ask Tarlin's mom if she knows anybody named Buckle.
Or somebody whose nickname might be Buckle. Yeah, I mean...
No, that's a strange name.
It's a stupid...
Anybody right here wear a lot of belts?
Boxer?
I tried that one already.
Talking box? I don't know what to call you.
His name's Glitch.
My name is Glitch.
Oh, Glitch. When you say he's from here, do you mean the city of Whitestone?
I don't know what city he was born in. I don't know. This is called what? We are in Whitestone?
Yes.
But the portal brought you here? To this spot?
Yes.
Is he supposed to be where the spot brought you? Because I'm worried there's a miscommunication, and here is the entire plane.
Right. You know who we could ask? I hate to do this now. We could ask Dorolo.
That's what I was thinking.
If anybody in this town would know, it'd be him.
Yeah. And he's really good with cogs and things that, like, he could have built Glitch himself.
Maybe.
I mean,
How big is this box?
I am not from this place.
I'm assuming you're from Plane of law?
Mechanisms.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I figured.
We have something important to do in the morning, but
Yeah.
I mean, how
We can-
urgent is it?
I
Fair
mean,
question.
the stranger, if he gets to Mechanist, they will probably kill him.
That means
Why do you care?
he's somebody who's very chaotic.
Because he shouldn't die.
But why do you care? You don't know who he is.
But he shouldn't die.
You don't know that. What if he's a terrible person?
Oh, I don't know if he's a terrible person.
Glitch, how did he find you, this stranger? Or she? You never really specified.
They
They.
found me. They found me on the train.
Okay, you keep talking about this train. Is this train coming to Whitestone?
Yes.
Okay. Does Whitestone have a train station? This is me thinking out loud to everyone around me.
No.
No.
There are no train tracks anywhere in
Yeah, I think we need to talk to Dorolo
Alexandria.
about this. Because
Okay.
look, I'm not denigrating anybody here, but a lot of these people are simple folk and probably have no idea what this. I mean, to be fair, I don't know much about what this creature is talking about. But if anybody would, it would be somebody who was in, a world-saving adventuring organization.
Yeah. Well, to
Hey,
the
Glitch.
palace then.
Yes.
Do you bleed?
I don't think so.
If I look inside of you, are you full of gears?
Yes.
Interesting.
Don't look inside of him, Rurik. That might hurt him.
I mean, honestly, this is Dan talking. We don't really know anyone here except for Charlin's parents and Dorolo. So who else are we going to talk to?
I mean, unless you know Bako.
Unless we. I don't know who else.
Oh, wait.
to ask.
And he starts speaking in other languages.
Okay.
What other languages do you guys speak?
I know Gnomish, Dwarven, Common, and Thieves' Cant.
You do not recognize any of the languages he speaks in.
I know Common, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon, and Abyssal.
You do not know any of the languages he speaks in.
The only one I have that they haven't mentioned is Primordial.
You do not understand the languages he speaks in.
Hold on, let me make a change. Axiomatic. I don't even know that's a language anymore.
Glitch, what languages are you speaking right now?
Well, this, and he says something, is the language of the angels in Celestia.
Celestia, okay.
Oh, no.
This, and he starts speaking, is the language in the Nine Hells as known as Infernal.
So close. So close.
And this is my native language, and it sounds like computer AOL dial-up noises.
You have mail! You've got mail!
It's just...
sounds like modem noises.
Yeah. Oh, God. Trauma trigger. Ah!
Just... Ashrina just puts her hand over where his voice is coming out of. Please stop that sound.
Then I guess we're stuck in this language. And
don't we have a helm of comprehend languages, or I'm completely misremembering that?
No, but we could go to. There's got to be a cleric that can speak Celestial.
I was
right?
going to say Tarlin had tongues. That's
fair.
what it was.
That's what it was. Okay, got it. I still think Dorolo is probably our best. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Dorolo is he knows a lot. I'm assuming because he's seen a lot.
If he'll let us in,
he's also kind of busy right now. So
Sure.
What do we know about the temples in the area? You mentioned going to see a cleric.
He wants us to come see him. If we're gonna go see him anyways, might as well just bring the box along.
I'm worried if we go to him, we will not be able to perform the rites for Tarlin. I want to get information so that we can come back, do the proper rites for Tarlin, set him to rest, and then I just have a feeling if we go to Dorolo, we're going to be like sidetracked and lose our focus on what we need to do.
There is
Right now, Tarlin is more important.
there
I
We've
don't know
are
who
already
this-
laid Tarlin to
there are
rest.
three temples in Whitestone. There is the Temple of the Dawn, obviously
Mhm.
Dawn Father, Altar of the Raven, Clergy of the Raven Queen, and there is a temple to the Everlight.
All right. Well, currently the Raven and I are not on speaking terms, so I suggest the Dawn. If anybody in this town knows Celestial, it's going to be a Temple of the Dawn Father. My opinion. That's just a shot in the dark, or the light, I guess, as it were. But I think that's our best option.
What's that Temple of the Light?
I'm assuming that's the Dawn Father. He said Temple to Dawn, is what he said. The Everlight, yeah. That could be.
I don't know what Everlight is, so let's try Dawnfather.
Yeah, that's a
Do
religion
they
check
stay
on the
open at
Everlight.
night?
I don't even. Dan doesn't know who that is, so Dan's gonna we're gonna perception check. That is a 24 on the Everlight.
Known in other gaming worlds as Seren Ray.
Oh, Goddess of Redemption.
As we're jogging over to the temple area, Sliver asked Garrick, do they stay open at night?
I would think so. Most people, have spiritual needs all times of day. And even if the head priest isn't on duty, I'm sure someone is to take, stragglers to come in.
The Everlight is the god of compassion and redemption.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, either of those would probably work for Celestial.
Where's the nearest temple? Of it.
Okay.
You coming, Miss Ashrina?
Yep.
How about you, Ririk?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done here.
All right, I see you really
I would like
massaged
to
that stone.
avoid the Temple of the Raven. I think either the Dawn Father, the Dawn, or the Everlight is our best option here.
Yeah, you do.
But you know what? It's
love a
right.
squirrel.
We're in Whitestone. We are here to lay Tarlin to rest under the eyes of the Dawn Father. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's an omen. We should go to the Temple of the Dawn.
Sure.
Come on, Glitch. We're gonna find you somebody who can speak your language, so to speak.
Can Glitch
This
keep up, or do
language,
we
and
need to
he
carry him?
starts speaking the modem noises again.
No, you mentioned something about the language of Celestia,
Oh yes,
and I believe we can find a place that has somebody who speaks that. No guarantee, but from my experience, it's a pretty good bet.
would they likely be Buckle?
I honestly
Maybe.
couldn't tell you. It may be. Did this person, when they said you had to go see Buckle, did they give you any more information about them, like what they did for a living, who they followed as a spiritual mentor, anything like that?
They just told me how I would be able to be sure that they were Buckle, but I can't tell you what that is. Because then you could pretend to be Buckle.
We obviously aren't Buckle. We've admitted that. So if you tell us what you're looking for, we can help you find them. Because we've already said we're not Buckle, so we can't pretend to be them anymore. If you want
Hope
to
we're
find
helping
Buckle
you,
and your
Glitch.
stranger needs help, this is the best way to do it. More eyes, more brains looking for this person will help you find them.
More people need to help strangers.
I mean, you said your biggest concern was what we would not pretend to be Buckle. We're all telling you up front, we're not Buckle. So even if you told us information, you already know we can't pretend to be somebody we're not, and we're only asking for the information to help you find them.
But how do I know that you're not Buckle?
You just said that if we were Buckle, we would have a way to tell you we were Buckle. We have no idea what you're talking about or who you're talking about. We're not from here.
Wait a minute.
We're actually
Maybe I am
in
Buckle.
Whitestone. We're actually in Whitestone to do a favor for a friend. We are from Amman. So we are definitely not the people you're looking for.
Maybe if the translator who speaks Celestial
There's that.
gets the information from you, then we'll learn more.
Yeah. We're just trying to help. It's kind of what we do,
Here's the temple.
whether we like to or not. Sanctuary.
Is it open? Garrick, how do we
So-
get in there?
Yeah, eventually a priest comes and answers the door. It is quite late for a visit to the temple.
Yeah, agreed. I don't
Okay.
suppose you
Kind
understand.
of looks around you and sees this creature.
Yeah.
What?
That's why we're here. You don't by any chance speak or understand Celestial, do you?
I actually do.
Excellent. Glitch! Here's your guy. Not Buckle, but he will understand your language.
Unless your name's Buckle, sir.
No, it's Father Winthrop. But come in, and immediately Glitch begins speaking in one of the languages he was speaking, and the father speaks back to him, and they start having a conversation. And he says, I think I found the problem. He's not looking for Buckle. It's a problem with the common tongue. There's a whole lot of synonyms.
Sure.
He is looking for clasp.
God damn it.
Okay.
You're muted.
guy,
You're just showing your titty on
let-
camera instead.
Lower my shirt and show my clasp tattoo.
And he goes, that's
Yeah.
Buckle.
That's us.
I was Buckle the whole time.
The word you are looking for, Glitch, is clasp.
See, that's why this is an inefficient language. There are too many words that mean the same thing.
I am not going to argue with you because you're right. But you found us, and I show her my tattoo as well.
You must
Yep,
save the
we
stranger.
are all Buckle.
Thank you, Father Winthrop. You've been very helpful. You have no idea.
By the way, we're burying one of your faithful tomorrow. If you want to go.
What?
We're putting one of your priests to rest at dawn.
Which one? My priests are all accounted for.
He doesn't live in here. He's from here, but he moved to Amman. His name is or was
He says his name with you.
Harlan Hillspark. Yeah.
Oh. Of course I will be there.
But
Extra points to Scott if he knows what Father Winthrop called Tarlin.
Oh, I have it right in front of me.
Buckle, is it? It's not Buckle, right?
Nope, it's not. I have it right in front of me.
Because that would have been a completely dick move on your part. I'm just putting that out there.
And Justin would have been playing along the whole time? No. No, he was not called Buckle.
Father Winthrop and Tarlin's mom called him Little Miracle.
Little Miracle.
So
that's right. I write big stories.
Glitch, who is this stranger? I mean, you asked. Obviously, came to find us, and they knew that we were here, which is actually very concerning. But
maybe it's
who is?
Maybe it's another
Silver's
language
dad.
thing. Is stranger a different word in Celestial?
He's speaking Celestial. He goes, No, he goes by the stranger.
Worth a shot.
What does the stranger look like?
He described
Brown
it
hair,
before. It's
brown
I
like,
know
eyes.
that. I understand. That's very generic. Is there anything about him that you notice that would be distinctive?
nope. He describes
Wait
him
a
as
minute.
very generic.
What was he wearing?
If
Or she wearing? They wearing?
Shackles?
Garrick, it's Kid. Garrett, it's Kid. We got to go. Let's go now.
Okay. Are you sure?
It feels like it to me. Kid's the most generic person there is.
Kid doesn't have brown hair.
Nope.
What does Irrigan look like?
Aragon's a Goliath.
I was gonna say Arrogant's super not generic.
He's not 2 meters.
No.
That's true. You're right. You're right. Not generic.
It's what if it's Sliver's dad? He's
Yeah.
relatively generic, right?
Glitch looks at Sliver and goes, maybe?
Is he
Okay.
You all look
older?
alike.
I'm
Oh my God, Sliver! What did your mentor look like? The one that's disappeared that we cannot
Very
find.
generic.
What did he look like?
He was not short, not tall. Didn't have much hair.
What color hair
Usually
did he
wore
have?
it short, dark,
Okay.
brownish, dark, black. Sometimes had facial hair, sometimes not. Brownish skin. Built really solid, but hit it well
mean-
under clothes.
It's a possibility, but if they're looking for Buckle class members, then they obviously knew we would be here. The question I have is, how did they know we would be here? We didn't really make it public that we were leaving for this town.
It's not like the clasp only exists in Iman.
No, I understand that, but it wasn't like we sent a memo to the rest of the clasp saying, hey, we're going to Whitestone. And everybody we know who was our contact Iman vanished.
He's not necessarily
Would
looking
that-
for us. I think he
He's-
just needs clasp.
While I
my
agree with
master
that,
have a
then why did he
tracker
come
on
to
me?
Whitestone?
There's clasp
I don't
in
know.
in Whitestone.
Okay.
Yeah, but he came right to me at the base of the sun tree, which
That
I've
he
never
did.
been before. Is there a way to put a tracker on somebody and find them
I don't
no
know.
matter where they are?
I've
in
seen
the
too much the last few
multiverse?
months. So maybe anything is a coincidence. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think I'm gonna go. You can take us there, Glitch.
Says,
Well, he said that the train was coming here.
aren't you
He
burying
also
your
said
friend?
if it hits
We are. We need
Mechanus.
we need to do that. Look, I understand this person you're talking about, the stranger, whoever he is, needs our help. But we have a commitment we made to a friend, and we need to see that through.
If this is my master or kid, I'd prefer to go. If they're going to be killed as soon as they get to wherever they're going. Or maybe we hop aboard as it passes somehow through Whitestone and charges on toward Mechanus.
Yes, I
don't
have
understand
tickets.
Do we know how long it will be before the train gets here? You said it was coming.
Yes, I have tickets. I don't know when it arrives, but I have tickets.
We can't get on until the train arrives anyway. Unless
Ticket.
you're planning on
Let me see
taking
it.
us through a portal.
Let me see the ticket.
So he pulls out tickets. They are.
What the hell does it say?
It's sort of a chocolate factory.
One
Is it
second,
golden?
One second. They are paper thin sheets of brass that says
Close.
"Passage to Mechanus aboard the Concordant Express."
No time or anything on it.
I mean, I don't imagine. Was it a religion check? What would be the check? Concordant Express. Have I heard of this train?
Arcana check.
Arcana. All right.
May I help
That
him?
is a 6.
Oh, too late.
You can roll it yourself. You probably have a higher Arcana than I do anyway.
I don't think so.
I have a +1.
I'll roll an Arcana just to see. Oh, that's a 20.
The Concordant Express, you're not quite familiar with that as specifically, but it sounds like a something from the plane of Mechanus.
Yeah, it's a train. I that's all I know. Glitch, if we use this ticket, can we get on it whenever we use the ticket? Now? If we just
Well,
use the ticket, do we go there?
I believe
Sliver,
you have to.
before we head into an unknown situation, we really need to take a nap.
True.
I believe
we are in
Go
no
ahead.
shape to go into an unknown place.
I believe in order to turn in a ticket, you have to actually be at the train.
Right, so we have to wait for it to come.
How do we... But it's... How does it get here? It's not even on this plane. How do you get to the train from where we're standing?
Well, the train travels all the planes.
So I still need more information, Glitch. I don't know how to understand things I've never heard of. How do we get to the train station
That's
to get
called
on
learning.
the train? Well, then teach me, please.
Well, the train will come here and you will get on it. I don't know what's so hard about that.
Makes
The
sense to me.
The point is, Sliver, we don't know when the train's going to arrive, but until it does, there's nothing we can do. That's my guess. Am I right about that, Glitch? And can you bring us
I don't know what you can do.
Well, no. You came here via portal.
Yes, I
Are
was
you
sent
able
here by
to
the stranger.
Okay. Are you able to open a portal to take us to the train, or do we need to wait for the train to arrive here to get on it?
No, the train must come here.
Okay. That's what I need to know. Then we need to carry on with doing what we were doing until that happens. And that means preparing ourselves for Tarlin's internment, prepping ourselves so that when they do arrive, we are at full strength. There's nothing else we can do right now but wait for it. At least that's what I gather.
I have 5 tickets.
Yeah. We need to find Kid, obviously. Our fifth member went walkabout. We have to find him.
Also, Buck Clasp.
Correct. Yes.
He said he'd come back. If he's back in time, then we don't have to find him. He may be back by morning.
You speak a lot of time.
You know, to catch a train, you have to know where to be in space and in time. Unless this ticket is magical and will put me wherever I need to be. Otherwise, I'm going to miss that goddamn train.
That's a fair point, Glitch. If you don't know where on this plane this train is going to arrive, that really isn't helpful. We can't travel like across dimensions like you did. We have to physically walk to where we're going, so if we do not know where this train is going to pop up on our plane...
But he said it's coming to Whitestone.
Yeah, agreed. But there's no train station here, so where the hell in Whitestone is it going to appear? And how long is it going to be here?
Why would a interplanar train need a train station?
Well, no, there's no train station. That's what my point is. There's no like obvious spot for it to appear. So it's going to appear in a spot that we probably haven't considered. We need to know where it's going to go because we have to be there.
Pretty sure if a train pops up in Whitestone that nobody's expecting, we'll hear about it.
Probably. But again, that's another argument for just continuing with our lives until that happens.
Nobody's arguing that we aren't going to do that. I am on board with going to bed, burying Tarlin and his stupid husband, and moving on with their lives. Yeah, totally on
His
board.
husband's stupid. Okay,
Well-
that's all we can do, Glitch.
Yeah,
That's
Glitch,
all we can do.
We hear you. We want to help, but we're going to wait till the train arrives because there's nothing we can do until then. We have things we need to do as people before that occurs. So we need to go to take care of that, to get prepared for when the train arrives.
Yes, bury Tarlin and stupid husband.
Yeah,
Right.
His name's Joe.
stupid Joe.
Is that another synonym?
No, that's his name. Joe.
No, he's
Your
right.
glitch,
It's a
your
sentiment. Stupid
glitch.
husband. Joe, same guy.
He's Joe.
People have different names.
Yeah. Do you need to rest?
In some places,
at
names
all,
are
or-
powerful.
Yeah.
I've heard that about a couple spots.
Does Sliver hold power as your name?
No, his name's
No.
Sarsaparilla.
Wait,
I
thought
have
you were
another
Sliver.
name that holds more power.
Oh,
Am.
you have multiple names. There's lots of beings that
I
have
do.
multiple names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
sure there are.
don't use my... Yeah. Especially if you're Buckles. You usually don't use your real name.
Was I not supposed to?
You're fine.
Great.
It crosses Burrick's head that he probably doesn't know anyone's actual name.
He was already struggling with everyone's name.
Wait, there's more names?
Some
All right,
girls
so
have no
the
names,
plan
some
is-
girls have two.
The plan is to
Plan
bed
is-
down.
Go to
All right.
Bed down, get up
Bed
in the morning,
down,
bury Charlie.
bury our
And
buddy,
go.
and wait for the train. And talk to Derola.
Yeah. Well, we
if
don't need to do
got
that
the
now.
time.
We
I'd
did say
love
to come
to.
back. Yeah, he did say to
Yeah.
come back. So
So you get a long rest.
yay.
In the morning, you are able to hold the ceremony.
Woohoo!
Tarlin's parents are appreciative. Father Winthrop is appreciative that you told him. He also says words over the gravesite. And you're able to fulfill your friend's dying wish to be buried at his home with his love in Whitestone. And dawn breaks, and it is a beautiful sunny day. And that's where we'll end
Does
tonight's
Rurik,
session.
well, I have to ask, does Rurik's hull work? Did you
Yes.
get it right? Okay, good.
Yes. We're going to end tonight's session there at the end of the ceremony.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Lovely.
If it matters, I actually purposely memorized both ceremony and daylight because I know we bury him at dawn. So I want to cast daylight at the beginning that lasts an hour so that he's always under the daylight. So that by the time the daylight wears off, the sun is out. And ceremony, of course, to protect his body from being corrupted.
Absolutely. All right, we'll pick it up from there next session. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thanks, guys.
We are Dicey Decisions. This is our Finding Purchase campaign. Hopefully, we will have Sean back with us for our next session, and we will see you next Friday.
Scott, before we leave.
Yes.
Since tomorrow's my birthday, can we level?
You just did.
Oh, I'm
we
10th
just
now?
did.
Sweet.
No, you're 9th.
He didn't
You
answer
literally just leveled.
But you'll notice he didn't actually answer the question. Right.
No. The answer is no.
He did
But-
now. Beep
but
up. Wow.
But happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday, buddy. We love you.
I'd call you old
Thanks
man.
everybody for
but
playing.
Yeah, that doesn't ring true. We can't
really
call him old
doesn't.
man. But
Amanda can call
Thank
me
you,
old
Scott, for DMing.
yep.
Call you all old man.
Yeah, we are.
Hush.
Not me.
You can go ahead and call me old man because I'll probably forget by tomorrow. It's fine.
All right. Good night, y'all.
man. Good night, everybody.
Right.
Right.